Hey there, car shoppers. Shaz here, loan officer. A lot of my job is helping people like you get pre-approved for loans. So I see a lot of different car deals come across my table. So I want to give you guys some of my best tips when it comes to purchasing a new vehicle. And before you enter that dealership jungle, definitely buckle up, take some notes here, and I hope it helps. We're gonna go over how to combat those pushy salespeople, what to look out for on your purchase agreements as far as hidden fees are concerned, and I believe this can help save you thousands of dollars as you go forward with your new purchase. It's gonna be exciting, it can be nerve-wracking, but I'm here to be your guide. Number one, know your budget. That sounds obvious, but you'd be surprised how many people think it's just the sticker price. They throw that into a loan calculator, figure out a term rate, and they think that's going to be their monthly payment. You need to look at the entirety of the picture. It's the sticker price. You need to factor in taxes, registration, insurance, and maintenance. A general rule of thumb is going to be to keep your total monthly car expenses under 15% of your take-home pay. So that's going to be the major number that you want to look at and factor in as you budget for this purchase. Bonus tip, get pre-approved before you go into the dealership. The dealership will run your credit through various different financing companies. Sometimes they might get you a great rate, but I would definitely check your local credit union or any credit union you're a part of. They often have the best rates when it comes to auto loans. Tip number two, and this is hilarious because I did not do this. Again, a lot of these videos are going to come from my own experience. The next tip is going to be to take a test drive. That is a non-negotiable because everything can look great on paper. It has all the features you're looking for in your vehicle. And then when you actually own the car, you start figuring out that there's a few things that you just don't like. And those things can ruin your vehicle ownership experience. So, quick story for you. I ordered my Model 3 Tesla and took delivery of the vehicle. And again, right, everything was great on paper. It was an EV. My older brother had a Model 3 as well. So I thought I kind of knew everything. But the second I got on the highway, some of Tesla's manufacturing process issues came to light. I could hear the wind as I was on the highway. It was like a little bit of a gap on the passenger side window, and it drives me insane to this day. I know there's fixes. I'll get to it. But take a test drive. Make sure everything is to your liking because this is going to be a big decision for you. Tip number three, negotiate intelligently. The sticker price is hardly the walkout price, okay? You can always try to work that price down. Okay, so what you would do in this circumstance is go to other dealerships that have a similar vehicle. If you're buying used, look for similar mileage, similar packages, features. It should be one-to-one, and then you could actually print those out and keep those in your back pocket, right? So that if they're saying, it's $5,000 more, well, this dealership here is selling it for this. Would you be willing to price match? And oftentimes I'm seeing people even email this and negotiate the vehicle price prior to even going in. If you go in with a salesperson, you test drive it, you walk off the lot, you can start texting them, emailing them, and you can negotiate that way as well, okay? Because once they get you in, not only are you talking to the salesperson, their manager pops in through the door like, hey, and starts offering you this and that, and it just becomes a very high pressure situation. So tip number three is going to be to negotiate intelligently, have comps, okay? That way you make sure you're getting yourself a great deal. You can run KBB, a couple other things to make sure you're getting a good value on your purchase. And tip number four. This one is the most important tip you will hear of all four of these, okay? Because as you start working through all these tips, you test drive the vehicle, everything's to your liking, you got a great rate from your credit union, but now you're sitting with the dealership. What they can do sometimes, often do, will say, you cannot finance with whoever you're going with, whatever credit union you got. Even if there's a better rate, they'll try to match it. They'll make things difficult for you. They'll say things like, well, we will not release the vehicle until we have check in hand, which makes sense. Okay, so you might have to wait a little bit, but if the rate's much better with the credit union, you should wait, right? That's a better financial decision. They can say that they'll increase the price sometimes. They'll say, that's, if you're financing with us, but if you're not financing with us, there's certain fees they'll try to add on. Be wary of that. There's a lot of fees you can actually negotiate and take off. And I will go ahead and list them here. So take a look at these fees on your purchase agreement and see if you can negotiate them off. Actually, no, we will put them here. Now, a lot of those fees, again, can be negotiated. And what we want to do is when they start offering you the warranties, the gaps, and all of their different packages, there's some that may make sense, right? Review them all thoroughly. But oftentimes you can get a warranty from an outside party that will offer you much better coverage, and in some instances could be half as much in cost or even less than that. I've seen that time and time again. So keep an eye out for that as well. And last thing about the dealership and their financing options, they can get a rate from the bank and come see like, hey, we got you, they know internally that they got you a 5%, but they can mark that rate up and say, hey, you're gonna be paying 5.5. So even the rates that they get you, negotiate those and say, hey, I think I could do better for my credit score. I was quoted so-and-so, can you reduce the rate? And oftentimes they'll definitely try, or they'll try to take away a little bit of that markup. So negotiate everything. And last but not least, if the deal is not making sense to you, you have all the power in this interaction. Just walk up and leave. Just leave, okay? You don't owe these people anything. They're there. They're going to make you feel like they're your best friends, okay? They're going to be getting you drinks. Do you want Coke? Do you want coffee? Of course, because they're selling you something, and that's all part of the sale. So make sure that you understand that you control the power and that you can walk away at any point during that transaction if something doesn't feel right. So again, guys, to recap, know your budget, do your research, take a test drive, and negotiate intelligently. If you follow these steps, I believe you will have a great purchasing experience, because that could be exciting, right? A new car, it's stressful, but still exciting. And, you'll be in a much better position to make a purchase you will not regret. I hope that you guys are finding this content valuable. For those that it's getting to, share it with your friends and family. I'm going to keep these videos coming. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.